Hello. Welcome to the stream. It's already halfway through the week. Didn't stream for a few days. Monday obviously was not going to happen. Formula 1. Plus it was the US Grand Prix, so it started at 8 in the morning. There was no way I was going to stream. And yesterday I honestly just wasn't feeling that great. I don't know if I'm 100%, but I woke up yesterday and I was just like, ugh. Dying. Don't know why. But there's one. My nose is a little bit. Ugh. So, see how today goes. There is a really annoying sound coming from outside right now. I think maybe dyno testing might be going on down at the shop. All I hear is just the sound of an engine. It's a little bit annoying, but we gotta break through it, you know. There's also a severe wind warning on today. There was a moderate wind warning yesterday, and now it's severe. Someone already died yesterday up north to a tree falling. The moderate wind. So yeah, it's a little bit serious over here right now. See, we got any? What would I put that on? Any good loot? Maybe we'll just keep it till we get a higher level piece. This is all right, but maybe we should use it because, you know, rocket does take a lot of damage. But why not? Where is my buttons? I just noticed there was an update that just happened with Classic WoW, and I'm not sure. Log out and back in. I wonder if that will fix it. There were definitely buttons down here, like food and stuff like that. Blizzard, you done fucked it up. Okay, well, I've got to put things back on my bar then. Be that hard. I remember where most things go. That's actually there. Water. We have any regular ass food? Doesn't really look like. Huh. Where were other things? I think mana item. This is really shitty, Blizzard. Oh yeah, we don't have regular food because we make our food. Can't believe Blizzard fucked up my hotkeys. Probably fucked up everyone's hotkeys. Check your hotkeys before you actually play. My mount's not even on my bar. It's like everything that was an item got taken off the hotkeys. Alright. What a shitty update. Some intern's getting fired 100%. Like, what the hell? I don't know what else was over here. Hard to tell. But everything else seems fine. Yeah, whichever intern pushed that patch is definitely getting fired. Do I still have my macros at least? Yes. Good, because I need light of illusion. I think that is all we need to set up. Alright, now quest, what do we got here? Grog. I guess we'll go head out, start with our Skulk Rock cleanup. As we slowly walk our way to where we need to be. I'm gonna have to make sure that, you know, before my friends and I play hardcore next, if we ever do again, that I tell them to check their hotkeys, because it would be a bit awkward for them to be reaching for a healing potion and there is no healing potion. I can't help you do that because I don't have the quest. I ain't gonna help anyone do the escort when I don't have the chicken escort. Come on. Sadly, I am heading towards where he's heading. Terrible. Terrible news that I'm heading towards the chicken escort. Here's a level 49 druid. I did it on a 47 priest, but it wasn't comfortable. The footage of that fight actually is on YouTube now because I put out Rugen's video last night. I think they might be clearing accounts that haven't been logged into YouTube for like a year though, because I've lost 2 subs over the last few days. One was before I put the video out, one was after. It's a weird just a weird pattern. And usually that means they're probably clearing out, you know, people that haven't really watching. What have you? Either that or it's copium. I used all of that combustion on that one more. These guys did have pretty big resistances to my balance druid, but it doesn't look like they have the same to the mage, thankfully. Not fire, anyway. Yeah, I would help that guy with the chicken escort, but I do not have the chicken escort. I'd rather get it first. I'm not sure I'll be able to do it alone on the mage. It doesn't seem like it would be the best quest to try. That annoying sound is still going, by the way. It's been going over 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes straight. We are going to level really fast today because I did log out being very close to leveling. So we are now 800 XP off, so I think this mob we probably do it. I do get a new fireball next level. Also, they're not this mob. Yeah, I get a new fireball next level, so I kinda am wanting to get this level and then go back to town and train, which I did forget. I shouldn't have even come to the oozes yet. But we are a mage. So I can just disappear from here. Which I think I will. Teleport to Ironforge. I want to go get training. Like I said, new fireball. Don't even have this add-on. The add-ons also got screwed over with the update that happened. So yeah, I'm missing some of that. Excuse me.
Daylight's burning.
Oh, that's a portal trainer.
Pleased to meet you.
It's like, where the fuck are my abilities? Portal trainer, mate. Don't worry about it. Dampen magic. Fireball, new pyroblast. We won't really worry about flame strike still. And I don't think Kona Cold does anything. Just extra damage, but it's not that important. I don't know why they updated Classic so much. Because it doesn't really need it unless they added new content to like Season of Discovery or something. Knows. Dampen magic. This is what we're really looking for. Fireball. Could be absolutely blasting. Well, at least Questy and stuff is still working. They didn't take away the Scourge. Can't even see them under that. So I don't know why they updated Classic WoW to just kill my add-ons, I guess. Oh well. It was Classic and Retail that got an update today, actually. Like, I logged into Battle.net and both of them updated, and then Battle.net wanted to update as well, so I'm like, guess I'll update everything.
Well.
Alright, back to Eerie Peak. I feel like after we finish some quests and stuff, we should get this rested experience pretty close to 49. As I said though, not sure how long we'll be streaming today. Still don't feel 100%. Oh, we can delete those now. If that annoying sound is going to be happening all day, well, that's going to be an obviously. That annoying sound is going to be annoying. Hopefully it shuts up. Also been I was talking to some fellas last night, just trying to confirm some Warhammer playmates. So I think we'll probably get started on some Warhammer online, not on stream or content, but for me, over this next week, hopefully. have some fun there. Do some PvE, some PvP. I'm more interested in doing the PvE because I am a PvE player. But it is a PvP game, so we're going to do a lot of that as well. In fact, we're probably going to be doing more PvP until we hit level 40. Then we PvE, so... It'll be fun. It's a game that we can probably pretty much all start together. 6-man team, just roll out, kill everything, do everything we need to do, jump into RVR or scenarios even. It's just battlegrounds. Just have some good fun. Even with 300 enemies. But I'm going to talk to another friend of mine later. See if he's down. We haven't really played a game together since Season of Discovery. But, you know. That wasn't that long ago, was it? Season of Discovery first come out? It was like a year ago. Maybe 2. We did do a few dungeons together in the Wolf Inn. And that was closer. That was like closer to a year ago. Wasn't it? I can't remember. I think Wolf Inn was last August. I think. Yeah, we did get that, but it's not any better. And it kind of looks silly. I mean, it would look really good though if Grocket had to wear this as an upgrade. It does suit the rest of our gear. Like the shoulders blend in so good. We just need some white gloves, and a white cape would be like white and red, fully scarleted. Got our little poker. Basically like the Inquisitor from the Scarlet Crusade. Just as a gnome. Pretty funny. So I guess I'll have to update my add-ons later. Also, I had to put out the rubbish bin today, but it was really windy last night, because obviously there was a moderate wind warning that turned into a severe wind warning. So I was going to wake up at 6:30. I set my alarm for 6:30 to wake up and put it out before 7 in the morning, because that's when it needs to be out by. Thankfully, I woke up randomly at like 4:30. Put it out then, because I'm like, might as well, I'm awake. Because then I woke up a little bit before when I was going to put my bin out, and I heard the fucking truck going by. I'm like, well, I'm glad that I put it out 2 hours ago now.
You got my attention.
They came early. My plan would have been absolutely shafted. Alright. Go get this done. With our new fireball. It should be able to crit over 900 now. Or at least really close to 900. Like, maybe not all the time, but yeah. Not like we have 5 vulnerability, you know. The thing is, shadow vulnerability is really amazing because you just get it by casting shadow spells, but 5 vulnerability, you need to do Scorch, which Doesn't do fireballs damage, does it? So it's a good finisher. Not so good overall though. Gonna go next level. Arcane concentration probably. Yeah, clear cast. Get that to 10%. Magic absorption is okay, but I'm hoping to not get many, you know, resists anyway, so... Arcane resilience is going to be nice. Get a bit more armor. Probably by the time we get it, maybe like 150 more armor. You see if we get a new rank of Arcane Intellect at 50. And after that, might go back into the fire tree and finish it off. Still some good stuff in there. Alright. Green and Jade oozes. Get it sorted. Then wolves. And then we'll go down here and do the... Take a picture and the beer. Let's start blasting our bigger fireballs. Maybe we'll get a crit pyroblast, because we also got a bigger pyroblast, so be fun. Oh, 1,000 damage, let's go. We did it. 1,000 damage. Nice. That is the first 1,000 crit of the hardcore medley. Exciting. I'll let him go actually, I don't want to accidentally pull both of them. Especially when we only had 1,500 mana. Lip felt like I had something on it. Your mother. That's what Eminem said, right? So this one of these green oozes is going to come back. Don't really want to fight him. There he is. Do not need him. Got 10. We'll just snipe the jade oozes that we can here before we move on to the other compound. Guy's getting quite upset that no one's doing the chicken escort with him. He said last call for chicken escort. And then no. Like, only people that have the chicken escort are gonna do the chicken escort. I don't think there's anyone else in the zone right now other than, like, myself and that guy. Maybe that Shadow Priest that was here. Maybe he left. So, it's not that ridiculous that no one would be helping when there's no one in the zone. Hello, Jeff Matt, how you doing? Getting 900 fireball. Close. Almost a 900 fireball. Guy again. Scared me. Skyrim. I have not played Skyrim for a few years now. I did get 100% of the achievements in Skyrim though, so I did play the hell out of it. Pretty good game. Mage leveling's going alright. Just got a new fireball, so... and a new pyroblast, and we got our first 1000 crit of the hardcore medley because of pyroblast. Was 1008 damage. It made me excited. Gotta go over to the other compound. There's probably going to be some wolves in the way. Fair enough. I remember when Skyrim first came out and it was like, wow, this game's so beautiful and everything's so awesome. Honestly, I'd probably play through it again and have a pretty good time because it's been so long since I've played through it, so I've probably forgotten a lot. Like exploring the caves might be scary again, you know? I definitely got a few jump scares while playing Skyrim because of the first person nature. Sometimes bears would just sneak up on you and you'd... what the fuck? I was once running just outside Solitude, I think. And I was climbing a mountain and then I walked past a bear. I did not see it. But then suddenly, like, 5 seconds later, I hear up behind me and a fucking bear's running up. Scared the shit out of me. It was very immersive. I think he was hiding in the bushes, waiting for someone to come by. But I'd say I had some pretty good times in that game. Yeah, exactly. He was just chilling in the bushes waiting for someone, and then I happened to go past. It's always a fun game to see the dynamic events that are happening in the world as well. Because, you know, you could just rock up at a city and then there's like some people fighting. It's like, what the fuck's going on here? Or a dragon about to start blowing everything up. For the times, you know, 2011, I would say it was probably one of the best games that had come out at that point. For a standalone game, not like a trilogy. Because, you know, you don't really need to see Elder Scrolls as like a series of games that keeps going, because it's always set hundreds of years after or whatever. Why am I eating when I should be drinking? I kind of want to play Oblivion again since it got remastered. Oblivion NPCs were always my favorite because they are so stupid. There's a reason people use the Oblivion music when you're talking to like people in real life and they're just acting like an NPC. It's always funny when you see one of those videos. Any more wolves around? I hate when they go out of range. That's why I sheep them first, because it allows me to get some range and for them to not be invisible. Gotta resist. Yeah, the real life NPCs. I like those videos. I don't think there's any more that are easily accessible there. A streamer went to... There's a place in America called Slab City. And a streamer, there was a video that I saw last week of him going there. I didn't expect anyone to actually go there on stream, that's for sure. But there's a lot of NPCs there. That was kind of interesting to watch. Just people talking some crazy stuff, you know? It's basically like a lawless place in America. That's why I didn't think anyone would actually go there on stream, because, well, you never know what's gonna happen. Zersbeek. It's level 60. There's some kind of weird, annoying humming sound coming from outside, and it's been going for like nearly an hour. Down the road a bit. I feel like it's happening at the auto shop, so maybe like dyno tuning or something, but the fact that it's been going constantly for nearly an hour. Oh my god, shut up. Possibly one of the most annoying things ever is like a consistent sound. I would know, I talk a lot. Does this guy ever shut up? That Squidward? No, maybe not. Some character in SpongeBob. Any more wolves? Yes. Hopefully we don't have one sneak up behind us. We haven't had a 900 crit with Fireball yet, but we have gotten close. I think 880 was our highest. We actually got those wolf flanks really fast for once. Like the first time I ever did that quest, I ended up over here. Just killing wolves all the way around. We actually need to go over there, but it's pretty funny. I don't think that guy actually did the chicken escort. There was a fella out here trying to find someone to help him with the chicken escort. He did ask me, but I don't have the chicken escort because I haven't had the quest drop, so I'm not gonna just do it. Like, unless I know a person, I'm not gonna randomly help them. I'm playing the antisocial challenge. Can't just randomly help people. Goes against the whole challenge. Like, I'll save them from dying, but you know, I'm not gonna do a whole quest that I don't have. That's crazy. But yeah, he went to Searing Gorge now, so I guess he just left zone instead of trying to do it. Alright, where is Gamarita? Need to get a picture of Gamarita. And 12 bottles of alcohol. Of which I don't see any bottles of alcohol right now, so there's one. That say someone else might be collecting bottles of alcohol as well. Which isn't that surprising. My friend and I were fucking around on Warhammer Online, I think Saturday night. And we went into one of the cities. And it's so fucking massive. We got lost for like 2 hours. And we didn't even see everything. Really sad when you run around the video game like that and know that EA fucked it over. Because it could have been so much more. Wonder what would happen if I sheep Gamarita and then take a photo. Better get a photo of a turtle. Hey, I am currently in the process of trying to convince my friends to get a 6-man group. We've got 4 definitely, maybe 5. But I haven't asked one of my friends that I've probably asked today. And I'm sure he would be like, yes. Because I want like a static 6-man to just do all the content with. More fun that way. Fun game though. The more I play it, the less I want to play WoW. At least right now. But to be fair, I have played a lot of WoW and not a lot of Warhammer. Makes sense. Alright, I want to do something funny here. We're going to sheep Gamarita. And then we're going to take a photo. And I bet it gives me a photo of a turtle. Oh, it's a photo of a turtle. If this game was like, you know, in 2025, I feel like I would get a photo of sheep. Take it over there and they'd be like, that's not Gamarita. No, it is. What do you mean? But I'll probably start up a guild on Warhammer Online as well, and then just if any people from the community or whatever want to jump in and do PvP with us, that might be fun. Even though we're going to be on not a lot, probably like maybe 2-3 times a week maximum. Because there is some big PvP in that game. Please, yes. Yes. I didn't even have to say please be a beer out here. But like the Warhammer private server I actually like because it's the only way you can play the game. World of Warcraft private servers, even though they add value, especially in something like a Classic Plus situation like Turtle WoW's doing, it's much more of like a... not really a grey area, like past a grey area, you know, because you've already got World of Warcraft available. And I feel like some of the people that play WoW private servers just hate Blizzard. So that's why. And hey, that's fair. Blizzard have done some dumb shit throughout history of being a company. But you also don't need to play World of Warcraft just because you hate Blizzard. You can go play other games. Like, anyone who's a Blizzard hater and uses private servers as a way to stick it to them is like, go play a different game. That would hit them harder. Like when Final Fantasy 14 was popping off and Shadowlands was out in WoW and everyone was leaving. That was hitting Blizzard harder than like anyone playing a private server. Shadowlands almost killed World of Warcraft. Because on the other side you had Shadowbringers. And that was absolutely peak 14. Oh. I don't think a private server has been even close. But yeah, depending on when you play, like, Warhammer Online, if you try it, there's dead hours, definitely. There's generally, like, less than 1,000 people playing. And the prime times are, like, NA prime time and then EU prime time. So it can be hard to get content rolling sometimes, but that's why I'm just going to go in with a 6-man static. There's like 500 people playing right now. If I have a 6-man team, then I don't really need to rely on pugs. But I think it will just be fun to play through before the next WoW expansion. I don't know if I'm going to play the next WoW expansion. I feel like I might want to move on with my life from World of Warcraft after this. But I know pretty much all of my friends will. Oh, a chest. Nice. Little Staff of Jordan. Nope. No Staff of Jordan. But it's kind of funny. I was trying to convince one of my friends that has no idea about anything to do with Warhammer. You know, he's played a lot of MMOs, but never played Warhammer Online, and he's never really looked at Warhammer lore. So I was talking to a friend, being like, "Would you play?" But he's got a lot to do. He's works hard, and he's also got Baldur's Gate 3 to still play, and Cyberpunk. Same. I haven't played Cyberpunk yet. But I have played Baldur's Gate 3 5 times, so I get it. What was I going to say after that? Oh yeah, and then I mentioned to him that, you know, the game's good when I just mentioned that I'm trying it out, and then 3 people are instantly like, oh yeah, I'll play that. Because I told one of my friends I was thinking about trying it, and then the next day he sent me a screenshot of him playing.
Here there. Been good. Watch your back.
And then another friend was like on Discord with us when we were playing, and he was like, oh, I download it here, right? Didn't even ask.
Into the interest you on the pint? Be good. Watch your back. Talk to me.
Like, that's a sign of a good game that people actually wanted to play, you know? When you don't even ask if people want to play and people are like, let's do it.
What can I get for you today?
People don't have that enthusiasm with World of Warcraft these.
Be good.
Okay, we got some quest hand-ins. There is that. And Rutferin. Where are we gonna go next? I would say Searing Gorge is probably the next place to go. But we are a fire mage and it might be difficult. I don't know if it will be as easy as when we went there on earlier. Because fire mage in Searing Gorge, well, can't do one of the quests at least. See, we've got nothing really. We do have Tanaris, but the Scourge are there. If the Scourge weren't there, I could definitely bang out Tanaris. I think I will port over to Darnassus. Hand in the quest. Yeah, I'm not really planning on making any content for Warhammer Online, but I might record some stuff for YouTube. See if I can get some more people into it.
What brings you here?
Send off these few items. Nice, a human warrior on a cat. Gonna be my rogue one day. I'm not giving you a portal, mate. Lena, gotta run away before this guy asks me to port him. Don't have a portal to Stormwind. Can't leave. Go run to Stormwind. I knew as soon as someone walks up to you as a mage, they're gonna be like, can you port me? I haven't trained my portals, so I literally cannot port you to Stormwind. I'll confirm it right now. I don't have any portal, just teleports. Teleports are not portals.
Peace be with you. Goddess Rachel, I am honored.
So yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Even if it makes me look like a jerk. Fruity Bay. We can go from here. 8 minutes.
Go in peace.
Lord. So we'll go hand in this quest in Booty Bay, and then I will head to Staring Gorge. And as I mentioned, may not be able to do everything. But we'll do what we can. That guy is a level 14 hunter. He can definitely run to Stormwood. Need my help. Yeah, I haven't trained portals for that specific reason. I'm not going to be a portal. I don't even know what word to use. I'm not going to be a portal for anyone. It's crazy, but then when you think about the ones that take 15 minutes, it's even more so, you know. I feel like flight paths, because you're not doing anything, should give you rested experience. As if you were like logged out in an inn. Like you'd only get maybe 10 extra experience. But you know, you are wasting time. I was reading some people's thoughts on like MMOs earlier, and they were like saying they like flying across the world and not having insta travel to everywhere. And I was just sitting there thinking like, yeah, flying across the world is great, but once you've done it probably for, you know, 1,000 hours of your life, don't really want to do it anymore. I wonder if that's how pilots feel after a certain amount of time. It's like, well, I've been up in the air for a long time now. Kind of bored of flying. Hopefully they don't get bored of flying while they're flying. But yeah. I mean, every pilot retires, so I guess there comes a point where they probably do get bored. Unless they're retiring when they're like 70, then they're just like, it's probably better if I don't, just in case. You know, once you get to the age of like probably 60, you have a much higher risk of random things happening. I just had to say that just in case someone was like, you know, wondering. Because usually when I get bored of something, it's when I am doing the something. Like when I quit World of Warcraft for 5 years, I was actively playing it, and then one day I just said, I don't want to play this anymore, and logged out. Look at that Sprite Data go, dang, he fast. Come on, Sprite Data. Someone's gonna like be running down the road and sprite data's just gonna One of my favorite things in Classic is that your pet stays out. Well, unless you're a hunter, then it goes away, but these little companions, they just get to run with you. Maybe in front of you sometimes, depends. Sometimes they do get stuck though. Like whenever you fly over a high mountain or something, generally they get stuck. But he's on a dang adventure. More interesting to watch him than the flight path. Kind of makes me feel sick when I'm flying this way upside down though. Like, isn't this sickening? Having your first person view going backwards. Like you're being dragged. Dragged along the ground. Might just be because I'm not feeling that well the last few days, but yeah, that was something. My stomach didn't like it. I just ran past the Orgrim guards. On sprite data. Into Dorota you go. Does get stuck a few times, but he's keeping up. Although he may have just fallen behind a bit too much after all that running. Dorota defeated him. No, I see him. I think. I don't know. He might be defeated. Now the hippogriff kicked in the nitros. There he is. He's back. He made it. Alright. Now we need a boat. Get a boat, then they'll go to Searing Gorge. He's a super frig. Nice green dress. It is dressed up like a dang Christmas tree. Speaking of Christmas decorations and stuff, people down the back of my house already have their freaking Christmas lights up. I looked outside last night and all I see is like Christmas lights. There's still 2 months. I never understand, like, people just put on those lights and stuff a bit early, you know? I like Christmas enough, but I don't like it that much that I want to have flashing lights in my face. All yeah. Pogo Fogo Dojo. Good name. I guess. Pogo Fogo Jojo. I've already forgotten. Ultra cool, man. This is a joke that I made last week. Maybe a week before on stream. I said everyone with ultra in their name is a good way of like determining who's playing ultra hardcore. But it kind of reminds me of like calling yourself a super cool guy or something, right? So the fact that this guy's name is Ultra Cool Man. It's so good. Totally rad, dude. I guess yeah, Halloween event's on because this man is wearing a human mask. It is beautiful, isn't it? Honestly, the human mask kinda looks better than most human males in this video game. Like, it kind of fits on the orc, actually. I don't hate it. Got little tusks coming through. They're like little piercings. We yawned. We hit an hour, so we got to yawn. It's the law. The last time I went to Searing Gorge on a character about 2 hours into the stream is when I ended stream. Maybe it will happen again. But it's okay because I'm a little bit sick, so I'm allowed. It's been like the weather's been pretty amazing, lovely blue skies for the last little bit, but it's been so dang windy.
Hi, how are you? Off and away. Alrighty then. Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
I wish it was like sunny without the enormous wind. I also wish I didn't have to hear that humming sound that I've been hearing for over an hour now. It is driving me insane. Even through my headset I can hear it. It's not as loud as it was without, but
What's on your mind?
it exists. Alright, do we want another 8-minute flight? Not really.
Watch your back.
Might just teleport to Ironfall. Got teleport away before someone asks me if I can portal them to Stormwind after the world buff. Freeloaders. Take a 2-minute flight rather than an 8-minute flight. You know? best thing about the mage. But yeah, going to Searing Gorge could be dangerous for us on Grocket, so we'll see how it goes. There are mobs that do have fire spell reflect, and there are mobs that are just immune to fire damage.
What's on your mind?
So,
See you soon.
see how it goes. If Grocket dies, we would lose a lot of power on our priests and our druids, so we don't want that to happen. If we can't really successfully do quests in Searing Gorge without too much trouble, I might just go and grind Furbolgs for like 2 levels. You know, unless Tanaris ever stops being under attack. This event's on for 5 more days. It's pretty likely that we hit level 50 within those 5 more days. Assuming I stream for the next 2. And then maybe at level 51 or so, we can go do the Blasted Lands on Grocket because the Scourge will piss off. It would be handy. But yeah, these Magma Elementals, I believe they have a Reflect.
Here there.
I'll be unable to fight them.
You got my attention.
And it's not really worth fighting them anyway because the other elementals that I gotta fight for the quest are immune to fire.
With you. Very good.
And I don't really want to cast Frostbolt because it does like 2 damage. So this quest down here, Flawless Flame, we will not be able to do. Magma Balls, exactly. One thing I'm loving with Warhammer is whenever anyone says Sigma and I say Sigma Balls, I'm, you know, juvenile or whatever. I might have to play a warrior priest. I'm going to be yelling out Sigma Balls the whole fucking game. Alright, are these guys immune to fire? Hopefully not. A lot of them. Good. So we won't be doing the knives. It's not a knife. Because we can't get to the knife quest anyway. If I do have to play a warrior priest, it's because my friends are DPS wannabes and only want to play DPS. Can't believe it. 2 of them are gonna have to be tanks and healers. I want to be a tank because I like Swordmaster a lot. A 2-handed tank, that's really cool. But I am willing to play healer in a game like Warhammer Online because healer actually did feel good when I played it back in day. I played a Disciple of Cain when I first played. Which is the Dark Elf healer. Which is why I want to go Order this time, because I didn't play Order. Yeah, we should be able to get all of these quests done. Maybe not Meltorius and the Flux right away, but these, definitely. It's not as much as if we would be doing it on a regular class that doesn't have fire immune bullshit going on, but it should get us quite on the way to 49, especially with the rested experience we have. Jesus. Where did you come from? I'm sure I killed him just now, like, he respawned that fast. What? It's kind of lucky I got punted at that point and not a bit earlier. That was either a fast respawn or just a bad one. Scary though. I will want to go in the cave just to get Dwarven Justice done, because that's big experience. Probably do that when we do Incendices. Or Incendadors, as I said during the video one time. Incendador. No, instead of hold the door. It might have been one of the saddest moments in Game of Thrones. But if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it. Pretty sure that sound's just going to be happening all day. Thankfully, you guys probably can't hear it because it doesn't show up on the microphone from what I see. But it is so annoying, believe me. just a constant sound is always so annoying. Yeah. These guys can be a little bit rough on a caster just because of their spell pushback. They attack very fast. A little chest over there for me. Nice. Second one of the day. Got a blast. Say that and then I crit. Hello, Hatchy. Hope you're well. No epic. Oh, frick. An alright chest though, like 40 silver worth of stuff in there. My lady. I could never pull off a fedora, I think. I had a friend who definitely was a fedora guy. I mean, I still have a friend that is a fedora guy. He did wear one for a few years. There's also a slight phase where he did look like a Reddit mod, so checked out, honestly. Do the Steamsmith first. Thinking about maybe killing the golem first since we got combustion, but it's fine. Smith and Tyrell. More important. Might be a tire, I'm not sure. Sure how to say that word. It's a word that I don't never heard in my life for World of Warcraft. What the f... You know, I was thinking about doing a truth equals ban right now. When I look in the mirror, I just see a very good-looking fella. Like, damn, it's a good-looking 37-year-old guy. And then I think, how'd they even get this good looking? I'm not even rich. Didn't they pay for it or anything? B to freedom. Nice. For a person who has been poor a majority of their life and didn't have the easiest upbringing because parents weren't always that great, I think I've aged pretty well. I smiled enough. You can tell when someone that has like had a amazing life though, because they're just like absolutely like the most amazing person you can ever look at. There's a sparkle in their eye. Like, I saw a lady yesterday on YouTube making a video, and I thought to myself that might be the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. It doesn't happen a lot. Oh, yeah, these guys are fire resistant. Ugh. And they fireball, but that's fine. So 20 of these with fire resistance is going to be annoying. But I mean about Searing Gorge on Grocket. It's not gonna be the easiest place either. This guy definitely having a way easier time of it, 'cause, you know, frost. Ah! Spider! I felt like there'd probably be a respawn soon. And then there was. Oh. Ugh. You know, I've never felt like these spiders are actually a hard mob to get done, but on the Fire Mage, pretty bad. Being a Frost Mage is like cheating. You have no challenge. All the defense in the world. Boring. I wonder how hard I could hit myself with a pyroblast. Not going to. But I wonder how hard. Very hard. Go hand in the key quest while we're down here on the way. While trying to get the lookout spyglass. But even though those spiders might be a bit harder than usual, we will be able to get through them. It might just take a bit longer. I wonder how long they're going to keep that sound on. Like, surely other people are going insane as well. Not just me, surely. If I wasn't streaming, I'd go outside. I'd go to where the noise is, and I'd stand there passive-aggressively. Nah, I'm not either passive-aggressive, I just am aggressive. Aggressive.
Light be with you. Go with honor.
Got that quest.
Well met.
Yeah, we don't need Fade Leaf.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Keep your feet on the ground. Lori at level 60. What was that thing back in the day? Like Laurel or Yanny? Like you hear one of those words? I always found those sort of things interesting. Like you can trick your brain into hearing something. So I could hear both, depending on like what I was more focused on, right? There's a chest up there. Problem with that chest up there is there's an elite up there as well, and well, I can't really keep him and take the chest. I'll be in combat. So we're not gonna be able to loot that chest unless we kill him, but I don't know if I can on Crockett right now. That chest up there, I looted it on my rogue when I first started hardcore WoW. And got a blue out of it, which was pretty awesome. Don't remember what blue. But I think that was like the first blue I ever looted in hardcore. On my very first hardcore character. If I remember it enough. Wasn't like a great one though. Music here is always so funny. We're at 50k experience. To be fair, we did start really close to 48, so yeah, getting that first level didn't take long. Like 5 mobs. Good lookout first, and then we'll combustion and do the golem. Thankfully, we've just got a little fortitude on, so I'm not that worried about losing it. If I had a fortitude that was giving me like 200 HP, I'd be like, man, losing this is gonna be terrible, but it's only 100. This bridge right here, you can actually fall through. As you can see, it's not even. The other side is even worse, but you can fall through this bridge. I've seen a few clips on hardcore of people just falling when trying to get onto that bridge. You always got to get on with a jump. Or a jump, if you can talk correctly. A drump. Like a... Like if Donald would jump. Grump. Ugh, what a shit show. So I have to kill 5 Shadow Silk Poachers. So I'm guessing there's 5 all in one pack. Sounds like it's going to be awful. Price is alright, but not like super amazing. Guy kind of scared me, he just appeared out of nowhere. Here you go, Lockheed. Free. Yeah, the Shadow Weaver quest might not happen. At least for a while. The wind's picking up again. Don't know if it's still a severe wind warning, but it was when I woke up. Very exciting. When you go from a moderate wind warning to a severe wind warning the next day, you know it's going to be a good time.
What's on your mind? Be good.
Especially because in the moderate wind warning, someone already got crushed by a tree yesterday. There was a legit news article about someone getting crushed by a tree because of how strong the wind was. That's fucking insane. Still Pyroblast. Although that was very up north. So. Might be a bit different here. Oh, yes. 1100 damage. Nice. You can train, you know, Frostbolt and all that stuff, yeah. But yeah, as you said, you don't get the talents that bonus will give them bonuses, so they will be a bit weaker. The problem with Frostbolt is that it does 200 damage. I haven't trained like the latest rank because I don't care enough, but it does 200 damage, right? And my Fireball does 500 damage. So if I spent all my time frostbolting a mob for 200 damage per, I'd probably use all my mana. I'm gonna be honest. Because you do gain quite a few good talents in the frost tree. You get increased frost damage, do more frost damage, increase crit, stuff like that. The frost tree is really good. It's probably one of the strongest trees in the game. After combat rogue, probably. But yeah, without it, it just makes frostbolt like so bad. So I'd rather have partial resist like I'm having against this guy. Do 100 DPS and doing like... I'd probably do about 60 DPS frostbolting. And that's awful. I can't really look to see how many ranks I am behind. I'm at least one rank behind. But because add-ons got updated today... The patch that they released today actually took all of the items that I have on my bar off my bar. I don't know what intern needs to get fired from what happened today, but like my healing potion and everything was just gone from my bar, and I'm like, what the? Something's not quite right. Alright, hopefully we don't get jumped by a second spider while we're over here. Go for a pyroblast. Nice, we hit for Bob. Always good. Hitting Bob. Not quite boob, but I don't think we'll be able to hit for that. I remember when I was a teenager and I figured out how to write boobs on a calculator. So funny. It does take a while sometimes because of the partial resist, but because we have all the talents and stuff that are for fire, we're definitely going to be doing more fire damage than our frost damage. Need to avoid this guy. Stop my drink. Magma Elemental's definitely the worst thing to fight as a fire mage. Just because of the reflect. Motherfucker. Spell pushback. Sometimes you go to run and it's like, no. They do both pull. Well, that's awkward. Might just run away. Looks like someone else was running away. Yeah, the shaman. He said just saw some mobs running around. Sharing Gorge is a dangerous zone. I was always a bit nervous about coming here on Grocket just because we are playing fire. This is probably the only character that is, like, not gonna have a fun time here. But we can get quests done at least. We just miss, like, maybe, you know, 20k experience or whatever. But I think we should be pretty close to leveling once we're done still. Yeah, it's probably my favorite fire zone. There is another zone that looks similar to this. If you go through that big mountain down there. The burning steeps, but it's a little worse. There's less quests there, so not a whole lot to do most of the time. Make the shit out of my microphone. I just wanted to take off my headset because I heard something. Something that isn't just the annoying sound that I've been hearing for 2 hours. Oh, nice. Even though that's a friendly dragon, it always scares the shit out of me when I see him. Like, what the fuck? Why is there a dragon? Minor heart attack. Perhaps I should head into the cauldron and get the, maybe I should stock up on some water first. I had a drink and I think I put water in my nose. Like there was some water from just moving the camp. Like, why is there water in my nose? I think it's because it was on my finger. Go scratch your nose and then there's water? What the f... Yeah, I'll get some water. And then I'll go into the cauldron, I think. Get this quest done. We're about halfway through this level now, which is great. I don't know about finishing Tanaris. That's the problem that I'm having right now. It's expensive water because it's Searing Gorge water. But we don't really need money for any reason anymore, so... The money is only usable for Epic Mount now, honestly. Outside of any training that we have to do. And how little did I hit? I assume about 100? Because that mob took 0 damage. Combustion against these spiders is kind of interesting because it does help. You know, we do a lot more damage with it, but you have to use all of it against one mob, which always sucks. Because we're gonna get it stacked up quite a bit. Can you stop walking away, Mr. Spider? What the fuck? Nice. Cast the fireball as he gets out of the route. That's always good. Now we are halfway through the level. I wonder if I'll have 4,600 mana when I hit 50. The thing with like being a Frost Mage, you can also go for like the Dreamweave items. Like this isn't a Dreamweave items, but similar stats, right? So you can get a lot more spell damage as well, but on the Fire Mage, because I kind of feel like I'm a glass cannon and need some extra stam, I am losing a little bit of damage. That guy did here before. I didn't see that dead body when I came here last time. I don't know. I didn't see anyone die, so... Maybe I just wasn't paying attention for dead gnomes. Looks like it was someone playing Ultra though. And they did get pretty far. Good job. I love how on Grocket I've been asked to do at least one dungeon every day I've been playing, and on Alia I got asked to do a dungeon 1 time total. Like, I feel like Priest is pretty useful considering they're the best healer in Classic for leveling. But I guess people just need mages more, thinner. Weird. That item that they got. Oh, the Staff of Jordan. Just had to check. Having that on a Southbound character would be crazy though. Oh no, I'm in a net. Whatever will I do? I'll just... I just kill him. You know, I never used mods when I played Warhammer Online. Back when I was playing it. Whenever I played it. Wrath kinda era. But I've already downloaded mods because I cannot play a game in 2025 that looks or has the UI like that. It's not like the worst UI I've ever seen. But it is definitely bad enough to, you know, want to have some information on the screen. You can customize it pretty easily, similar to Final Fantasy's UI and customization. I guess World of Warcraft now as well, that they've updated that. What the? Trying to rebuff myself and this guy resists. I feel like every MMO now has the same customization of UI. They all copied off Final Fantasy. Which is good. It's good to have a lot of customization. Kill a slaver. Finished our golems. Our golem. Now I'm just gonna go in this cave, blast everything that I have to blast, including slaves. Don't know if I want to go all the way through the cave. Get the Incendisaurs. I guess we'll find out. As we're running through it, we'll see how difficult it is and then decide from there. My eye feels a little bit weird. Not like sleepy, but maybe getting there. Bang. It would have been a good framed piece before I got Dreamweave, honestly. I don't even know if I actually use Dreamweave on Train though, because we do have a pretty good helmet that has a lot of intellect and stamina. Looks silly on Grocket though, wouldn't it? Jeez. Imagine him running around with this helmet. It's clipping through his beard so hard as well. Alright, we're in a cave. A lot of fellas. Hopefully things go well for us. It's a good start. Falling asleep. Nice. It's like one yawn an hour, you know? I yawned at the 1 hour mark, I yawned at the 2 hour mark. Sometimes there's more, but I like to keep it 1 hour per. There might be a patrol somewhere around here. About to stab him. About to open up a can of gnomish whoop-ass. Alright, I literally have 100% crit right now, so I have to cast a Pyroblast. It's guaranteed. He just fucking died. That mob fell over. Apparently the Pyroblast didn't even do damage. It did so much damage it didn't even do damage. I was wondering why my damage was like so low. I think my add-on might just be broken though. Like it's not updating regularly. Like I said, there was an intern that pushed out a patch today and for some reason it broke a lot of things in Classic WoW, so... I don't actually know if it was an intern, but you know, that's the meme. Whenever there's a patch that comes out and it breaks things. Wow, intern number 57 is going to be fired today. Yes, no. Much. first. It's always so bad to get a resist now that we've got like all the good stuff, you know, elemental precision, stuff like that. It's similar to getting a resist on the Shadow Priest though, because I was about to say Shadow Mage. Because the Shadow Priest has like 10% less chance, which is even more than the Mage has. So when I go resist on that, I'm like, what the that should never happen while leveling. Wait for combustion. For that reason. Combustion's gone. It's like, yeah, I have enough mana to do 4 fireballs against this mob. We'll just crit all of them, why not? Sometimes you get 9 stacks, sometimes you don't get any stacks. That's combustion. To watch the slave because I might get excited. He is not excited. I'm a bit worried about the fact that there's archaeologists over at Obsidian. Should be fine, but a bit scary. Okay, we need 3 more slavers, but we're gonna have to kill a lot more taskmasters to get out of the cave if I go out this way. I'm kind of considering just teleporting back to Ironforge. And then flying back. I think that might be the safer, easier way, because all I need to do down here now is kill Centaurs. And it's easier to just go from the top. So I think we'll use our mage talents and fast travel out of here. And then fly back to Searing Gorge. If we can manage to get to 49 today, that'd be sick. 50,000 experience left and a good amount of quests.
How are you?
I'd be quite happy with that.
Safe.
Now, it would put me in a really awkward place for going forward because I would love to be able to do Tanaris, you know. There's a lot of quests here. At 49, that'd be very good, but there are Scourge. Which isn't too helpful. Because one of the areas that the Scourge go, I have to go. Someone... I just went into... into town, obviously, someone said, "What the fuck happened with all my add-ons and half my abilities are gone on my bars?" Yeah. Anything that was an item got removed from people's bars. I don't know. I feel like that's probably the first time that's ever happened in World of Warcraft. Like, all your items just get removed from the bar? That doesn't happen. Whatever patch they rolled out today was actually dog shit.
Off with you. Be good.
Multi-dollar company.
Talk to me.
I'm glad I noticed before I went out in quest, honestly, because be a bad thing to notice after.
Watch your back.
Yep, multi-dollar company. That's Blizzard. Like, imagine you go out in quest and like your healing potion's not on your bar and you go to healing potion, but then you just die because well, Blizzard rolled out a patch that fucked your hot bars. Nice. I really didn't want to use that fire blast. I hesitated a bit because I didn't want to press it, but felt like I had to. Gotta look out for the magma elemental over here. Nice. See, that spider was pretty good. Sometimes they go pretty nicely. Do 200 DPS, even though they're resistant to fire. Nice bald head Grocket. If shave, mate. If I ever got to that level of bald, it would all be gone. I'm be honest, I have pretty good hair. I'm annoyed by like the crown that I have because it does just go all over the place. So sometimes cutting my hair is annoying. But if I ever start to go actual bald, I am just going to start shaving it all off. I'm never going to be one of those guys that's like half balding. It's gone as soon as it starts, I'll be honest. But I am quite thankful that I'm, you know, nearly 40 and I still have a nice head of hair. It still grows pretty well. I don't have any bald spots as far as I know. That's pretty good. But, as every WoW player knows, if you play too much World of Warcraft, you will go bald. There was a female streamer even that was like, oh, I'm starting to go bald after playing WoW. And she was. Crazy. It's just the WoW effect, you know? But I've actually... Yeah, exactly. I've actually been looking at like r/bald a lot recently because they're such a supportive community. If you ever need to see dudes being supportive of dudes, r/bald is like the best community. Because obviously for a lot of people, losing your hair is a pretty big deal. For me, I'd just be like, alright, time to look like a Giga Chad. That's gonna take forever. I'm actually gonna have to burn this combustion, aren't I? Bet I have a fire wand when I'm fighting these. How many spiders walking around? The arachnophobia level's going up. But I played a good amount of Final Fantasy XIV, so I might have offset the bald, you know? I didn't play WoW for 5 years and I played 14 instead. So I think I at least have another 5 years of... Starting from 2 years ago, I guess. So 3 more years. Get to 40 and then I start bald. That's alright, actually. Take it. But I think I might quit WoW again anyway soon, so... Maybe we can advance it even further. Honestly, I've been thinking after the hardcore medley, I might just... World of Warcraft. There's just so much other things that I want to do in life and video gaming. Pull this guy back so we don't get the giant on golem, I guess. He ain't no giant. Oh, spyglass. You know, I was actually thinking about trying out New World at some point soon. Maybe not like soon, but at some point in the future, because they have released some pretty good content apparently in the recent times. So I don't think I'd ever like quit MMOs. I enjoy playing video games with people enough to play an MMO. I just think WoW after 20 years. I'm sure Classic Plus will come out at some point. So so there'll probably be a return to World of Warcraft. Copium. Classic Plus. But yeah, I was never really that interested in New World when it first came out, and you know, I know there was a time where it was like bricking people's computers and stuff like that. That's fun. But I have heard recently that they've had some pretty good updates. It might be worth trying out, at least to just play through it one time. And obviously I'm going to be playing some Warhammer, but that's not getting regular updates. It like gets an update every, you know, 6 months or something. So it's never gonna be like a game I'm always playing. Mate. Taking time today that guy's buffed me. I would like there's one video game that I would love to try, but there is no possible way of playing it right now because I heard amazing things about it when it was alive. Was WildStar. I never played WildStar. There is apparently a team trying to reverse engineer the code of WildStar and make a private server, but yeah, it's taken its time. Oh man, big results there. But because of all the good things I heard about it, I would like to try it. It's just I can't because there's no possible way of playing it right now. It's sort of similar to like the Warhammer Online private server. They had to reverse engineer a lot of the code and cook up some new code. Some of the code is still lost. Like there's some content that's not even in the game that should be in the game on the private server. Some of the dungeons are completely like cooked and have to be redone and stuff like that. But it's sort of similar, right? Like the fact that people are willing to take their time to actually bring that content to life is cool. What in the fuck is going on outside right now? There's that noise that's been going on for like nearly 3 hours, constantly. And now there's even more noises. The world's just having a noisy day. It's not Kirby jerking off. I wish when you like vanished, it would only vanish like the last thing you say. Maybe there's a way to make it happen. But no, it doesn't sound like Kirby jerking off. I think Incendisaurs might actually be resistant to fire as well. Jump down here. Blink just in case. If these guys are resistant to fire as well, we might have a bit more of a... Yeah, definitely. A bit more of an annoying time because it's 20 more mobs that we've got to fight that are resistant to fire. And I think there's someone else down here because this one was dead and has despawned. Hyper spawns would be a bad time here for Grocket. Honestly, I think we can put Grocket's footage from today in Alia's video because it's probably going to be the most interesting stuff we have before Grocket's video because everything's immune to fire out here. And I was always worried about coming to Searing Gorge on this character. I think ever since I flew over Searing Gorge and remembered Searing Gorge was a zone in the hardcore medley, I think I've been dreading coming here on this character. Just because of all the resistances and immune to fire stuff. We're making it work, but it is still not the easiest place ever to level. See when that happens. When you gotta cast an extra. Yeah, if we get like hyper spawns in here on this character, that would be absolutely terrifying. Because we can't guarantee that we can kill things quickly. $34,000 experience until we level. I think we get to about... I mean, we've got to kill 16 more of these. 3 more slavers. So that's going to be... 10,000 experience or so. So I think we'll be quite close to leveling once we're done the quest that we will be doing in Searing Gorge now. In 5k or so. Depending on how much extra stuff we have to kill. That might change then. 191 crit. Oh my god, the biggest crit in the world. Partial resist really does it, doesn't it? $191. What a load of donkey. Speaking of numbers, there's a trend in the Gen Zers lately that, you know, 6-7 is like a funny number for them. They don't even know why. They just wanted to be different, I guess, and have a different funny number than we have, like 69. But my friend asked me the other day what 6-7 means because, you know, I'm hip with the kids. I told him what skibbity meant when he asked me that. He's always interested in knowing. And it's so funny because I thought about it that day. I was like, my friend is going to ask me what 6-7 means soon. And then literally the night I thought about it, he asked. Quite funny how the world happens. Just know something's gonna happen one day, you know? And then it happens. But it doesn't really mean anything. So that was my answer because It was in a song, it's some basketballer's height. That's the only answers I got from the people that were capable of telling me on the internet. It's just a number. Gen Z wanted to be unique. It's similar to, you know, 69 has a meaning. Sex number. Sex position. But it's still like, in the context of how millennials use it, it means nothing. So it's sort of similar. But I did give him the deep lore on Skibbity when he asked me what Skibbity meant, because I actually know where that originated. And it wasn't Skibbity Toilet. The origins of Skibbity happened over 10 years ago. I got the deep lore on that. That came from a song that probably most people never even heard of. Until, you know, someone decided to create a meme. That one guy heard of it and then he made millions of dollars. You gotta feel for someone that makes a song and then, you know, no one really hears about it, and then someone makes a meme and makes like millions of dollars because of a word or something that you put in a song. Like, that could have been me. Yeah, exactly. 68's gonna come around and be like, we will slap 6-7 and 6-9 in the face. Oh, we hit for Bob again. Nice. That's 2 Bobs in one day. A double Bob, if you will. See, that's funny for me. Hitting Bob. It's always kind of funny to be in the situation where you are like an adult now and you're not understanding what the heck teenagers are saying, because, you know, back in the day when I was a teenager, anyone else who has been a teenager, you probably think you're really cool having this lingo and stuff like that, and your parents are just like, huh? Now here I am, trying to understand what the kids are saying. How the turntables, exactly. I love how the turntables. Because it's so stupid, but it makes so much sense. And it makes so much sense in the fact of tables turning, you know? Another 191 crit, by the way. Because if tables did turn, they would be turntables. It's very skibbity. I wonder if my niece and nephew have gotten into... Probably, because my sister did mention to me that they were looking at... So there's a toy. Let's call it a toy. For kids that is just a toilet with a dude in it. Because it's a skibbity toilet, right? So the fact that she mentioned that probably meant that one of my niece and nephew were probably interested in it for a moment. I told her rather than spending $200 on a toy, they should just like put a doll in the toilet, and it's basically the same thing for way less money. Like, sure, it's gross, but it's basically the same thing. It's not like children haven't ever played in the toilet before, let's be real. I don't think I ever did, but I definitely had a friend who used to play with rubber duckies in the toilet when I was much younger. It's just do that. It's weird. Gross, but not that surprising for a skibbity toilet to come around, is it? I think I'll need to take a short break after I'm done here. We're close. And then I don't know where I will actually go because I can't go to Naris. Are you shocked by the revelation of the rubber duckies in the toilet? I mean, so was I. Like, that's not where you should be playing, mate. But we were 5, so could have been worse. Oh, I got Bob Mana. Bob coming up around today. He's been on the screen 3 times today. He's having a good day of it. This is like National Bob Day or something. I don't know. Fire Pyroblast for fun because it's the last Incendisaur that we need to do, and it might hit for like 200. That'd be kind of funny. $185. It's quite funny. A 6-second cast for 185 damage. That Incendisaur was terrible. we're getting out of here now, and it looks like someone just arrived, so good timing. That guy. Have fun, mate. I just finished. Free slavers, and then we'll hand in the quest. And I feel like we should be within 5k from leveling after that. But we might need to kill extra stuff like the slave here, so. Oh, see ya later. That slave just got cooked. That's not something you should be saying a lot. It's like a war crime, I think, actually. Cooking slaves. In fact, just having slaves is a bit of a war crime in general, so cooking them, definitely. But we are a fire mage, so it's in the job description. Job description is what I was gonna say. It's not a word. Yeah, so it is a interesting thing to hear. We got 2 slavers down there. I think they would be the perfect slavers to kill. Medley, they came back. I did not expect them to come back as quickly as they did, but that's okay. Nice. Big rocket damage. Okay, let's get out of this place and hand in the quest. I might be able to hit 49 by... Oh, no, still under attack. I was about to say, is Tanaris not under attack? It is still under attack. It's just very hard to see that under all that Guards Viridian. I may go down to Tanaris and see exactly how under attack. There's a lot of magma elementals. Yeah, I might go down to Tanaris and see exactly how under attack it is. Because it might be under attack just enough for me to actually be able to do quests. Someone called Frank Cock just hit level 60. I am not making it up. It's an interesting name. Why are they talking about my penis? I think if we heliport Darnassus, fly down to Foralis, hand in the quest down there, and then go just check Naris, see how it's looking. Because if I can even get a few of the quests down there done, that would be very helpful. But I think we might be on for like a grind to level 50. I'm not looking forward to it. Especially because I used all the rest of the experience today.
What's on your mind? Be good.
Lufa.
Off with you. Be good. You got my attention. Watch your back. Off with you. Watch your back. Off with you. Be good. Interest you on the point?
Someone flew over Searing Gorge and typed in chat, "If you're reading this, you are loved, and I love you." Oh, we are loved. Similar to what I did when I joined Discord last night, actually. I jumped on Discord with my friends and I was like, look at these handsome fellows.
Off with you.
You know. Men don't get enough compliments throughout life, so I thought I'd do it myself. Alright, we are 5k experience from leveling. Don't quite have enough Mage Weave. But yeah, I think teleport Darnassus and then fly down. While flying down to Foralis, I can have a short break. Yep. You gotta let the boys know that they're appreciated sometimes. Especially after many years of video gaming together. We'll just keep one stack of thick leather. I do have enough mage wheat, actually. I'm gonna do this handed. Because then we fly down to Foralis and we level. I have been keeping some mage weave because of tailoring, but honestly we're kind of done with tailoring. Like, this was the last big item that we need to make before we get to the real end game stuff. I mean, runecloth bags are going to be important. But we can't make them yet anyways. I don't think we'll be hitting the runecloth just yet. I'm gonna fly down to Foralis. And I'll take a short break while I'm doing that, go toilet, have a bite to eat, all that good stuff. Hopefully be back before I land. Hello. An hour ago, I got asked Zul'Farrak? Question mark. And while I was AFK, I got asked Keen for Zul'Farrak? Question mark. Every hour on the hour shall be asked if you want to do Zul'Farrak. Probably won't do these quests just yet. If I go down to Naris and the Scourge are all over the place, I'm probably just going to log out for the day, honestly. I do not feel like grinding today. We'll probably have to do some tomorrow. From 49 to 50, there's probably going to be a bit of grinding. But I do not feel like it. So it all depends on the Scourge. Ultra Blood. That's so edgy. Ultra Blood. He's like a vampire. Alright. Here's level 49 coming right up.
May I help? Goodbye.
Yo! Now we'll leave that quest there for next time we come here. Get clear casting. 2% chance when we cast to get 100% less mana cost. Pretty nice.
How may I help?
Be even nicer when it's more than 2%. But for now, 2%. Later on, 10%. Not so bad. 10% is like a lot. 1 in 10 casts should be free. How to drive a person mad. Just put them on a hippogriff for like an hour. It'll sort itself out. There's always all these people on Reddit that do like hypotheticals, like you are alone in a room for a month, but you get $1 million. I feel like anyone who's alone in a room for a month would go absolutely insane. Like, obviously I've spent a lot of time alone in a room, but I have had a computer and internet. These hypotheticals, you would not have that. Now, if it was like you're alone in a room for a month with a video game of your choice, I could probably do that. You get immersed in a world. I'd probably play like a single player RPG. You're immersed in a world. You're talking to NPCs, you're doing things, you know. A month is about the time it takes you to beat a game like Baldur's Gate or Mass Effect Trilogy. Something like that, you know? I'll just play Cyberpunk. Job done. But without a video game, it'd be pretty rough. Just being completely alone. I think I would go mad within like a week. Because the only thing you have to do if you're in a room by yourself for a month is sleep, I guess eat, but probably have to feed you. Meditate, which is just sleeping. And jerk off for half a day, like you'd be sore. It wouldn't be easy. I saw another hypothetical yesterday that you're on Earth, but it's completely frozen over and there's no more life on Earth, basically outside of a ice age, you know? For 500 years alone. You can't die to natural causes, but you can die. I'm like, I feel like you would fucking trip over something and die. 500 years is a long time to die, you know? But also being alone, even on Earth for 500 years, I think I'd get bored. There's a lot to explore, but it's an ice age, so it all looks the same. It's all covered in ice. Ice everywhere, like it's a bit boring. The pitch of that sound that's been going for 3 hours has changed now. It's a different sound. And now they turned it off. Shh. Freedom. It's like Nirvana. Porpoise is pretty cool, you're right. Okay, so we got Scourge down there. My ears are finally free from the assault of whatever that sound was. Crazy.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help.
Time is money, friend. I don't know about Thistle Shrub Valley.
Talk to me.
This might be one of the hardest quests to do on Grocket just because of the Scourge event.
Greetings. Goodbye for now.
Any of those?
Yo. Glad I could help.
See if we can get some Gars ready, and I'm basically just checking out Tanara, so I don't know if I'll actually stay. Just want to see exactly how the Scourge situation's looking. If it's just theater, it might be okay. If they're gone from down there, I should rush the Thistles from. When you've heard the same sound just going for 3 hours straight and then it finally stops, it's like, wow, that's... It's like if you have tinnitus, you know? And then your ears stop ringing. Such a wonderful thing. Jar down there. Okay. Well, like we could probably get some leveling, and I think we could do the ogres and the noxious lair. But I might just leave it until tomorrow. There's like a chance the Scourge won't be here tomorrow, so we can get everything done. Plus, get some more race experience. We did get a level 2, but we were basically 48. When I logged in, I was like a bar away, so. We did get 2 levels though, because of that. That's a pretty productive day of WoW. I play WoW. I miss when people used to make songs about like World of Warcraft. Good times. Yeah, I think I'll just check this guy's ready and then might log off for today. Hopefully be back tomorrow, because I'd like to continue to make good prog. I think if we can get Rocket to 50 this week, the Scourge event should be gone by the time I play next week. Because I'm probably going to have Monday off. It is another Formula 1 race weekend. So I think this week's the last week we have to deal with the Scourge. Which means Rocket will be able to go into the Blasted Lands and actually do stuff down there. We've also got to deal with fire immune mobs down there though, so not like it's going to be easy. Wrap up Rocket next week hopefully and get on to Lena. Have some big fun with the Phantom Blade. Look forward to it. Bought water in a deeper point. So yeah, I'm gonna end here for today. A shorter stream, but it is 2 PM. Not like it's that much out of the way. Plus, I got 2 levels. I don't want to do another one. But yeah, I'll hopefully be back tomorrow. Well, the thing with Mage is until I'm level 50, the level 45 water from the vendor is better than what I can make. The problem Mage has is every 10 levels you get a new water that you can make, but it's only good for 5 levels because 5 levels after that there's a better water. So yeah, you do have to spend a bit of money on the Mage while leveling for a bit. But once we hit level 50 I can make the not the best water, but the best water that we'll get during this playthrough. And then I won't have to spend money ever again on it. Thank you for being here. I will hopefully be back tomorrow, as I said, and make our way towards 50. I'm not sure if 50 will happen because I may have to go and grind furbolgs for a level. And yeah, I don't have racer experience. It might take a while. But we'll see. Have a good night or day, depending on where you are in the world, everybody. And I will see you when I see you.